Hello, this is Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss. The illustrator is George Booth. The publisher is Random House Inc. It was copyrighted in 1974. It is fiction, rhymes, and a picture storybook. Also, it's fantasy. There is 37 pages, and the age group for this book is kindergarten. So a summary of the book is just that this little girl is having a very wacky Wednesday, and she comes to find all these things are wacky and everyone's telling her that she's the one that's wrong, there's nothing wacky, she's the one that's wacky. But then she runs into the patrolman and he tells her that she only needs to find 20 more things until she can go back to bed and things will be back to normal. The setting is in a small, very wacky town. The plot is just the reoccurring events of her finding wacky things. The illustrations are very bright and colorful, and a lot of things are on the page just to show that it's very, very wacky, very crazy. And the characters, there's the little girl, she isn't named, she's the main character. Miss Bass, she's her teacher, tells her that she's wacky. The Sutherland girls, they tell her that she's a fool, that she's the one that's wacky, and the patrolman who tells her that she's not wacky. I think that this book is good for children because it tells them that there is a tomorrow, there's always tomorrow to figure stuff out, that even if this one day is weird or not normal to you, that it'll be fine tomorrow. And you can always do something different the next day. I relate to this book because sometimes I feel really crazy and the whole world is telling me that I'm crazy, but then I find someone like the patrolman to bring me back down to earth and tell me that I have tomorrow and that I am not actually crazy. It's just one of those days. The strategy or activity that I want to do with the class is have them all color me a picture or draw a picture of something that they think is wacky or something that they've seen that is wacky. And we're going to put it on the wacky board in our class. And every Wednesday we will put something else that's wacky up on the board. Alright, so let's start the book. Wacky Wednesday by Dr. Seuss. It all began with that shoe on the wall. A shoe on the wall shouldn't be there at all. Then I looked up and said, "Oh man!" And that's how Wacky Wednesday began. See, there's another shoe on the ceiling. I looked out the window and I said, "Gee, more things were wacky." And I saw 3. I see the bananas and the worm chasing the burr. Can you find a third one? I went down the hall and I said, "Hey, 3 more things were wacky today." In the bathroom, more. In the bathroom, 4. I began to dress, then I said, "Wow, 4 more things were wacky now?" I looked in the kitchen and I said, "By cracky, 5 more things are very wacky." I was late for school, I started along, and I saw that 6 more things were wrong. And then 7 more. And the Sutherland sisters, they looked wacky too. They said, "Nothing is wacky around here but you." "But look," I yelled, "8 things are wrong here at school." "Nothing is wrong," they said. "Don't be a fool." I ran into school, I yelled to Miss Bass, "Look, 9 things are wacky right here in your class." "Nothing is wacky here in my class. Get out. You're the wacky one. Out," said Miss Bass. I went out the school door. Things were worse than before. I couldn't believe it. 10 wacky things more. Then I counted 11. Then 12 worse things. I got scared and I ran. I ran and knocked over Patrolman McGann. "I'm sorry, Patrolman. That's all I could say." "Don't be sorry," he smiled. "It's that kind of day. But be glad, Wacky Wednesday will soon go away." "Only 20 things more will be wacky," he said. "Just find them and you can go back to bed." Wacky Wednesday was gone when I counted them all, and I even got rid of that shoe on the wall.